Hello, my fellow developers. This is Hari. You are watching, Java with Harry YouTube channel. So here, basically, today our new topic is how we can migrate from Spring Boot version 2.x to 3.x. Many people face an issue while migrating from 2.x to 3.x because, if it is a bigger project or, of course, maximum people are using microservices applications nowadays. So even though if you want to migrate from 2.x to 3.x, people use it to take, sometimes a sprint or two sprints of time they are taking to migrate it because of so much things has been involved or has been introduced in 3.x. So this is our tool, this is one of the open rewrite tool. What it is doing, if it is automatically, it converts whatever 2.x related stuff you have in your project, it converts to the 3.x maximum. I cannot, I'm not saying 100% it converts, but what I'm saying, 80% of work it does for 80%. So remaining 20% where we have some kind of, securities or some kind of course, maximum securities also it tries to convert it. But only thing is you want to utilize it properly. Okay, here why, uh, you know, here what I'm going to do, I'm going to explain you with a simple application. So how the migration is happening from 2.x to 3.x. So we follow some steps. So let's get started here. So this is the our one of the documentation which I prepared. This is simple documentation. So first we can go to the GitHub page. So I'm copying it and I'm opening GitHub page. So here one of my application is running on Spring Boot 2.x. So we need to clone this particular project. So what I have done, like I already cloned in my local repository. So this is the one which I cloned it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna import this particular one, this particular cloned project to, IntelliJ. That is my, favorite IDE. So let's just open first. Meantime, like I think it's been opening. And after it's open, like what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna browse this project into, IntelliJ. After that, we start our migration and step by step how we can perform migration from Spring 2.x to 3.x. Let's first started it. So this is the one of the latest Spring Boot, sorry, IntelliJ IDE where it is exists. So let me do one thing. What I'm going to do. So I'm going to files. This was the old project. Don't worry. Just file, open, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to just expand the project and find the right location. This is the where I have imported project from, you know, from the GitHub. So I'm imported and then just open to this particular window, new window. So it's been opening and you can see here, I think it's been loading. Meantime, whatever the plugins it is loading. So first of all, what we're going to do, I'm going to open pom.xml file and introduce what are there here. So this is simple project, guys. You can see it's been in 2.7.18, 2.x basically. And then Java version is 11. It supports Java 11 version is important. After that, I have added just one of the jar file to support the Spring REST and basic REST kind of things. I've added this one and also added Lambok and then some tester. It's a default dependency downloaded. And you can see plugins section. So it is by default, it generates the Spring Boot plugin. So this is the one. So now what I gonna do, and also this is not major projects here, guys. Like we have, in this application, Just majorly you can see some of the controllers has been written. So one is to return the list of, just add product to the cart. If you have multiple products, then you can use this endpoint to add multiple products to the cart. After that, this is the another endpoint. It reads data. I mean, it reads the count of the products available in the cart. And if you want to see all the product details, you can use this particular endpoint to see all the details. Okay, without delay, what we can do, like we can run this application. So just to open the Spring Boot, fine, and then just trying to run the application, clicked it, just run it. So it's running, application is running. So and meantime, you can see the logs and all, and also make sure I'll prepare one more video. So how can we test with the, what is the advantage of insomnia and all. So for now, you guys just realized we have a test environment of REST endpoints. So, I'm using insomnia to do that. Okay, so it's running meantime. Uh, People used to test the REST endpoints using Postman, but here I'm going to test it, insomnia. So it is still loading. The application is loading. I think it's almost be ready, and it started the service, and it's been started. Nothing there in the resource section, and application.yaml application properties file. Just change the port number, and instead of default port 8080, I'm providing 8181. So it's been started. When I open this particular insomnia and see, I have already tested this one application. So let's say if I want to verify the count of the products in the cart page, if I run it, then I can get zero. Initially it is zero. So if I want to add one product, you can see just one product I have added. So details, product ID, name of the product, and price of the product. Just click OK, and it's OK. We got 200 OK response. Fine. And there is another endpoint. Uh, Add list of products to the cart pages. So here I'm adding two products. Just click send, and then two products has been added. And now if you see the count, like when I send again, you can see count is 3. If I want to view all the products are there in the cart page, just clicks OK, and you see the list of products has been added. This is fine. This is cool, right? This is a simple one with what we are using so far and what we are testing with the 2.x. Okay. Now here the actual issue comes, like when we want to migrate such applications from 2.x to 3.x. So what we need to do, let me explain you. So first, simple, this is very simple, guys. With this tool, we can do it, 80% of work automatically tool can does. Like only thing is 20% or might be lesser than we have to do. So here, these are the steps, list of the steps. First, I clone the project. And the second one is I need to add this plugin. This plugin is basically, it is providing the OpenRewriter. And if you want to upgrade anything from 2.x to 3.x, just use this plugin. It does everything for us. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this plugin and, uh, add it in the plugin section. So just press enter, updated this plugin. Just to copy and paste here. And yes, it's been pasted. I think it's taking little time. Yes, it's been done. You can see it's been done. So what I need to do, just reload this page, this pom.xml page. So it's reloading. Once it is reloading, I think you can see this also be added to the plugin section. So this recipe has been reloaded. In first time, in my case, already loaded for the previous one. That is the reason it's been added this much, in fraction of seconds. But in your case, might be it takes little longer time, not more than a minute, I guess, not more than 1 or 2 minutes. I think it's not even minutes also. And sometimes it depends on your system speed. It might take seconds. Okay. So what we need to do after that, just click on Maven. And you can see, go to plugin section. This is common, right? This is our cart service, life cycles, plugins, and dependencies. These are all comes. whatever there we have written in the pom.xml file. That's cool, right? And you can just expand the plugins, and along with whatever there, you can see greatest thing is rewriter. This has been added after added this plugin. Okay, so here we have it providing couple of steps, couple of ways to do that. So example, if you do dry run, it only gives the you know what are the things has been modified as going to modify. Okay, so if you do only rewrite run this particular one, what happens? It it not only shows, it also update our code. What I'm going to do in our case, I'm going to directly use this one because we want to see the differences. So just double click it. So this plugin runs in, it started running. Fine, it started. It may take, depends on your, the project, how big it is, and also your system, how much speed you are using. Depends on your RAM, depends on your network. So it takes the time. If it is your system is having 32 GB RAM and good network storage, and I mean to say good network, then it is very, faster way it can convert from 2.x to 3.x. So in my case, like it is a simple project. That is the reason it won't take huge time. I mean, huge time in the sense it won't take a day, it won't take hours. Definitely, it minutes only. Okay, so it's you can see it's converting one by one. And if you see the logs, right? If you see the logs, it is also converting from 2.x to 3.x. You can see one by one. So you see that OpenRewriter Spring Boot 3 upgrade. So it's starting using this recipe, whatever we have added. So it's converting. This is literally awesome, guys. You can try in your regular office work as well. It's definitely help you. But in office, we haven't added some, it is with the latest version, it is giving some issues, but these are, as I said, like, it's not 100% replacement of migration. Just add and run. It cannot do 100% of your work. Only 80% or 85% work it can help you. Remaining to 15 or 20%, uh, as a developer, we have to take care. So with that, like, in case of in case any Spring Boot upgrade, it may take 2 sprints. It means 30 days, 30 days of work. You definitely do, a couple of days only. Might be 1 or 2 days. Definitely finish your work. Okay, and it is resolving some POM issues and all, and I think it's going to be still rewriting. As I said, like it depends on your project size and your system volume. It's reloading and let it run. Yes, it's almost done. You can see in my case it is taken till now it's a 2 minutes time. It is might be it takes one couple of more minutes, or else it might be easy way to do. Yes, it's been done now. You can see not more than 3 minutes, right? Below 3 minutes, it's been my work, entire work is done. Don't you believe? I think it's resolving it, almost done. It is scanning everything, indexes everything. It's been done. So how can you believe this? Just go to this pom.xml file and see. You can see this one. This is earlier we have a 2.x, 2.7 point something, 18. Now you see it's been updated 3.2.6. And Java version also it was 11. Now it is 17. It's migrated. If there is any dependency section in this particular area, so obviously that also be converted to supported Spring Boot's 3.x. Obviously whatever we have added here. Okay, and then you can see it's been not only this was the previous one, the default plugin, and we have added this recipe. And don't commit this recipe. Why? Because this is only for converting. Once our work is done, we can remove this plugin. That's it. And the below plugin also, I haven't added this plugin, but who added this one? This OpenRewriter added this plugin. Not only this one, if there is any other dependencies, obviously you can go to commit section and you can see the differences. But in my case, only pom.xml file, rest of the things are already matched. Why? Because haven't written any complex kind of logics and that's the reason I just hit migrated, and you can see the differences when I click this commit section and click the differences. You can see what it is modified, version has been modified. Not only Spring Boot version, it also migrated from Java 11 to 17, and whatever the Lambok version it supported 2.x, it was supported, but now the version has been removed. Why? Because 3.x needed latest version. That's the reason it is taken latest version. And also additional thing, so this plugin has been added. Why? Because to support the 3.2.5. And let's run and test it whether it works or not. So what we need to do, we need to just delete this plugin. Even though if it is there, no problem, but once our work is done, we don't need that plugin, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just delete it and reload it, this particular pom.xml file. Okay, it's been done. So now our version is 2.3.2.6 Java 17. That's fine. What I'm going to do, I'm going to start my application. So it's running, application is running. And make sure, I think one thing I am missing might be it's converting automatically. Let's see, like in project setup, I need to add Java 17. That's the reason. Yes, I need to add SDK setup also. Actually, it converts, no problem. But only one step what I need to do, just to go to the files and project structure. What I need to do, I need to select SDK 17 for my local versions. So I don't have 17. What I gonna do, I gonna click on download section and select the version 17 and download it. This is really beauty in IntelliJ. So automatically it downloads whatever version we required, SDK version, and it's set up automatically. That's why I like it. Just click apply and it's been applied, and click OK. Then it's done. I think it's installing. Yes, it's almost done. If you are downloading first time, definitely it takes a couple of minutes to download it from the Amazon corridor. That is where Java 17, 20, whatever 21, 22 versions are there. It's almost done. It's scanning the files and all. It's up to support the Java 17, right? So it's indexing the 17 also. If you want, you can upgrade even the latest version. But Spring 3.2.6 started supporting from Java 17 version. If you are using latest version Java 21 or 22, that's absolutely supported. And it's almost indexing is also done. Uh, it may take couple of minutes. I think not more than minutes. It may take seconds also. I hope my system is faster, good network bandwidth. Yes, that's it, guys. Like, something like this, we can complete our task in a one day, if possible, if it is not more than, uh, you know, many things if it's not required, many things is converting. So obviously, it our work will be done for a migration from 2.x to 3.x in one day also, instead of two sprints or waiting, or even at least one sprint it takes minimum. If you are completely focusing on, you're working very hard, might be complete in one sprint. Or else if it is depends on the time bandwidth and how you are working, how you are finding. If your manual work, that obviously take one or two sprints, minimum one sprint at least required. If you're using this tool, obviously one day your work will be done. So mine is ready. So what I gonna do? I gonna rerun the application. So let's see this time. I hope it won't give any issues. Now remember, guys, we are running this application again with the 3.x, not 2.x. And let's see. It's parsing Java and it's started running. Yes, it started working and we can see where it's been starting. And you see that version is 3.2.6. Here it started. And what is the Java version? It is using Java 17 here. And it's been started and the port has been 8181 started. Yes, I'm allowing Java 17. It gives on alert message. Do you want to allow Java? Yes, this is the first time I'm using Java 17. Yes, it's allowed. And let's go to Insomnia and do that same practice because now we have started recently. So what I gonna do? The count is initially it is 0 when I clicked it. Why? Because I am not using any data storage. I'm using static data storage here. That's the reason. How every server restart, the data and entire data will go away. Just click on the save button for one product save. Yes, it's been saved. For two products save. When I clicked on second one, again saved. So now the count is 3. It's working now, right? If you see all products, you are getting the data. We are getting the data now with the help, by using Spring 3.x. You see that? It's working. Great, right? Yeah, that's it, guys. We can see in the next video with the more attractive and easy tips to do our work. Not only hard and also smart work is also important. Yes, that's it. Thank you, guys.